Good morning, class, and welcome back to Hot School. I hope you had yourself a great recess. Today's lesson is going to be on Cassia, the Amazon from Diablo 2. She is a great assassin for doing a lot of poke damage. She can also provide a lot of survivability depending on the comp that you're going against with her ability to blind. But I won't belabor the subject too much. We're gonna get right into this. So let's go.
The wait is over.
Is it though? Alrighty, so on the friendly team we have Cassia, Tyrande, the Butcher, Orphea, and Sylvanas. And on the enemy team we have Phoenix, Rhaegar, Kael'thas, Zeratul, and Orphea. So we got a lot of squishy targets that we can focus on here. Probably not going to go a blind build. We're probably going to build into our Q ability. And Lazy Elvis Orphea is an assassin, highly mobile. She's a really fun character to play. But we're going to be going into Tomb of the Spider Queen. So our abilities, our first ability, our Q ability, is going to be... it's called Lightning Fury. It throws a javelin in a straight line here, dealing damage. When it hits a target, it's going to split off and go in a perpendicular with two kind of projectiles. Level 1, we're going to take Empower Lightning Fury, which is called Thunder Stroke. And basically, as we continue to hit heroes, we're going to do more damage. And after we hit 40 heroes, we're going to gain 2 charges, and the mana cost is going to be reduced, so we can kind of stay out there longer. Our W skill is called Blinding Light, and in this little circle here, we'll be blinding any target that is in it. It's going to be useful for when this Zeratul jumps us, or possibly even onto the Phoenix. Our E ability is called Fend. We run out to a target and do in a cone. We look like a crazy person, just kind of stabbing our trident owl out there. But we will do a conal damage. I'm gonna go ahead and tag that Zeratul. Our trade ability is called Avoid It. So as long as we are moving, we actually gain 40% armor from from auto attacks. One other thing, so our Blinding Light, although it just blinds a target, it also increases the amount of damage that they take. So we do 20% more damage to blinded targets. So Cassia is by far, in my opinion, the queen of poke. So there's our Fend ability, doing that conal stuff. Go ahead and hit that Rhaegar.
I am the queen's spear.
See? She almost said it. She almost said, I am the queen of poke. We're going to come up here as our Sylvanas died to Orphea.
Those who prepare endure.
We're going to do a little bit of damage on her. And kind of back up here. We gotta watch out for Orphea, because she can out poke us because of her ability. If she lands that Q ability on us, she's gonna be able to kind of dance around us.
With vigilance.
So we are just going to focus on playing it a little safe. We're going to kind of come down here, though, try to help out our Sylvanas. Missed a Q. And we're going to go back up, because the most important thing, by far the most important thing, especially early game in this game, I've said it pretty much every video, I'll continue to say it every video, is gaining XP. You don't want to have the XP disadvantage. So we're gonna go in and do a little bit of damage with us. If she wants to tussle toe to toe, I will oblige. Because her atrocities will end here. Level 4, we're gonna take Ring of the Leech, so damaging blinding targets heal. So we're gonna blind all these and damage them, and we're gonna get healed up. We've got 12 of the map objective, which would be spider. Well, I don't even know what they're called with. We call them spider butts. They're like the little crystals from the spiders. I honestly should... Another example of read the tooltip, and I'd know more about this game. We're going to go ahead and blind everything, and do extra damage to it all, try to take out this wave as quickly as possible.
Strike with fury. I require aid.
So another unique thing about Cassia is her attack speed is pretty dang fast.
Weapons ready.
So making sure that you're kind of microing your movement to take advantage of that is pretty key as well. We're going to continue to just keep kind of poking on that Orphea as much as you can. So we're going to go ahead and kind of blind up all these fools, do that damage there.
Queen spear.
And we're going to go ahead and just kind of clear out that wave, and we're going to try to turn in these spider butts. We got 18 of them, so it's pretty good. And we're just going to kind of come in here. We're going to miss our Q ability because we like to not land our abilities. We're going to come back here. We're going to Sippy just for the mana regen. If Orphea's still here, we're still going to be here. She's going to try to turn in. We're going to come down on this side because we don't want to come right here because that was right within her range. And we want to kind of avoid being hit as much as we can as well, because as long as we avoid her Q ability, Orphea is not that hard of a hero to 1v1. If she starts landing that Q ability and she's good with that, that's the danger. All right, so she's gonna try to do that. We're gonna just go ahead and poke her. So she hit us with her Q, which is gonna make her ability come back sooner. She's gonna see me, but I'm gonna back off because she can see me from the minions right here. So that's the big thing, is we want to try to avoid that. We're just gonna back off and let these minions come close to our side. I don't like being out that far. All right, we're gonna back off. Just once again, just trying to do some safe damage, safe poke. Try not to put ourselves in too much danger. At level 7, we're gonna take Impale, which increases Fen's damage. This is the one, yeah. So enemies below 50 or 60% health take 50% more damage. We're just gonna kind of juke down, juke up. She's gonna come and she's gonna try to Q us, so we're gonna juke down. So the big thing, and this doesn't just apply to when facing Orphea or anything, but what you want to focus when you're facing a target that has skill shots, and you'll get a sense of it the more you play. But when you feel like they are going to use their skill shot at you, that's when you need to juke up, or like you need to juke perpendicular to whatever there is. So she's going to use a Q, so I'm going to go down, and yeah, it's it's out of the way. I'm not really doing damage or anything, but I'm not getting hit. And I don't want her to get as much free damage as she can. So we just want to kind of do that. So we did a fairly good defense there. Our team is dying off, doing whatever they're doing. We're doing what we need to be doing, though. We're gaining XP in our lane, and we're not dying. We're staying healthy. We're pushing them back. We were able to keep our fort up. I mean, overall, that was a good defense for us. We got 11 more of these spider butts. We're gonna go ahead and try to turn these in with the butcher. Let the butcher turn in his 23, and we're gonna go ahead and provide him some peels.
I shall purge the land of the shadow.
Gotta jack the crap out of this Orphea, and with butcher, we're gonna secure us a kill. Now we're gonna come back in, and we're Sylvanas is gonna turn in her 2, which is gonna get the objective pushing for us. All right, now this is hard because both of Cassia's 10s are super strong. Ball lightning. So basically, if we use ball lightning, it bounces a ball between us and the target, or between several enemies, and it just bounces between us, the enemy, or between enemies. And then we have Valkyrie, which kind of works like a Stitch's hook. Now I know Trav is watching right now, and he almost always goes ball lightning because Valkyrie seems to be a little bit broken sometimes. I'm gonna take Valkyrie because I love this ability, and we're gonna miss it right there because that's what we do. So it's a prime example of how to use the skill. But he tried to teleport out. There it is. And we're gonna go ahead and blind this Zeratul, and then we're gonna go in and do damage to him. And we're trying to keep our butcher alive. Right now, this tower is gonna start hitting us, so we need to back out. Get away. Yep. Orphea just danced herself right into that middle of that Kael'thas flame strike. We're gonna come up here and try to turn in these butts. But yeah, so ball lightning is probably better in most cases. I like Valkyrie because if I can grab something like their Kael'thas and pull him out and kill him at the beginning of a fight, I'm personally, my play style is I almost always take whatever talent I can to get enemies out of position, especially when doing quick match because players tend to have less awareness of what other heroes are going to do, and so they tend to put themselves into worse positions all the time, and I want to take advantage of that as much as I can, especially with the butcher. I want to pull somebody out and get a kill on him. So right now, Zeratul not gonna be one that I can do anything on. We need to be careful. Let's go. We need to defend. God damn it! They're starting a fight. We're gonna blind. Oh, she's gonna die from that pyroblast. Maybe not. Even with Tyrande heal, still couldn't live.
Yes, agreed.
All right, so we're gonna come up here, take care of this, help our butcher get some stacks real quick, and we're gonna head to mid, try to defend there. At level 13, we're gonna take grounding bolt, lightning fury slows, so that we can go ahead and keep targets close to us and close to our butcher whenever we hit a target with our Q ability. And we're gonna kind of come down here to bot. Oh god, they won't. Damn it. So Orphea putting her ult right there was really good. Our Orphea standing in it to keep it going was really bad for me. So I wanted to come back in, but because our Orphea was taking hits in that, it kept that ult up and it made it so I couldn't come back. Alright, so it looks like Butcher got a kill on Kael'thas. He's probably going to die to this Zeratul, though. Unless he has... Yeah, there it is. Come on. Nope. Run. Run! Oh, God. He's playing a dangerous game. Come on. Hamstring. Yes! Alright, he's still going to die. But he's going to grab meat, at least, before he died. We're going to come in here. Pick up more spider butts. Man, I'm missing all over the place. Go ahead and get a slow / more damage out on that Rhaegar. But yeah, I really feel like there's not really any character that pokes as well as Cassia does. She's just so good at it. All right, we're gonna go up top, help out. It's one thing though, and this is just not necessarily this match, but all matches. We're gonna Valkyrie this Rhaegar, pull him in, and get a kill on him. Zeratul's on us too. All right, Butcher, it's all you, dude. You need to pick a target. Charge him. No, you did. So what's really hurting us in this match right now is that we are going into every single fight 4v5. Or a man down. So somebody's always dying off by their lonesome. And you can tell because between our Orphea and our Sylvanas, they already have 11 deaths. Our deterrent for the Zeratul is not pressing out. Our deterrent for the Zeratul is being together. So right now what's happening is everybody's getting killed off doing their own thing by Zeratul, getting sniped because Zeratul's doing what he's supposed to be doing. So as soon as we start rolling as a team, Zeratul can't do that because we can then all converge on him.
Let us capture this mercenary
Level 16, we're going to go ahead and take... and see that this is another kind of choice one. So martial law is really good because it does 3% additional of whatever the hero's max health is and damage. Penetrate, so consecutive Fend does increase damage, and then Lightning Fury pierces. I'm going to take Lightning Fury pierces because they like to group up like they are right now. We're going to bring that Orphea back in and kill her. We're going to get both of them slow, and we're going to jump on them with Fend. Their Zeratul is super risky, so we're going to punish him for that. And we're going to go ahead and get that Rhaegar with as much as we can. We're going to slow that Kael'thas. Hopefully get the Butcher kill. Oh, man. We're just not playing as a team. That's what's happening here. Almost, and nope. Ancestral's going to keep that Phoenix alive. They should back out of this right now, but they're going to go ahead and fight because they want to die. So right now, this Orphea is trying to fight a 1v2. Meanwhile, these Spider Queens are going to push, or these Web Weavers are going to push on every lane, pushing us back, whereas we could have her be more... she would get more use if she would try to help stop that push. Maybe stop losing all 3 keeps. We're gonna, bottom's one's gone. Middle one's probably gonna go. And blind everything. Jump in. Try to clear out as much as we can. We're gonna go ahead and try to save this keep as much as we can. Alright, we're gonna go up top. Try to get some more XP. And blind. So the typical combo that you want to do when trying to take out like waves and stuff is you want to throw down that blind first so that you do that increased damage and then fend, but you can also do it as such. It just makes it quicker, and then if you need health, it regens your health as well. Gonna go ahead and slow him. Oh, the juke up. That was nice. Not much we can do. Power Blast is going to take us out. Oh, man. And our team just running into the damage. So, one thing that's really hurting us here is we are not isolating what character we're not focus firing as a team. And that's what's really kind of getting us. Oh well, and that's the end of that match. They just had too much burst DPS, and very early in the game we were losing all of our targets, kind of going off by doing one at a time things. So unfortunately, we were not able to come back from that. However. Kind of let's fast forward through this here, and we'll go through our talent recap. So at level 1, we took Thunderstroke so that we could do more damage with our Q ability because we were trying to get in as much poking as possible. However, what ended up happening is towards the end of the match, we were so far behind because our team was getting picked off. We didn't really get as much of that as we could because it was always 2 against we were always at a numbers disadvantage. However, you know, we missed a lot that we could have taken advantage of as well. Level 4, we took Ring of the Leech so that we could heal off of any damage that we did to blinded targets. At level 7, we took Impale, so that any enemies below 60% health took 50% extra damage from Fend. That really helped us on a couple of times where we were able to jump onto Ronda, and even clearing minion waves helped that. Valkyrie, we missed getting this a lot, but we landed a couple of really good ones, but with Ball Lightning, we would have had to stay close to the targets, which also would have put us in danger. So it's kind of a tomato kind of thing, kind of based on what we were going against there. Ball Lightning would have been better when Zeratul was kind of in on us though. So there is that. Grounding Bolt, we took that so that we could slow enemies as we hit them with their Q ability, slow them for 20% for 1.5 seconds, which we were able to take advantage. And then we took Pierce so that we could hit more than one hero with our Q ability. And then had we gotten to level 20, I would have taken... in this case, I probably would have taken Valkyrie Roots enemies. Or the thing about Titan's Revenge that's really good is that it increases her basic attack range by 2, which is a huge basic attack range increase. The Ignore Armor really wouldn't have benefited us on that match in particular. However, if you're going against things like a Garrosh or even like an Uther that's given, armor buffs, or anybody who's getting an armor increase, Titan's Revenge is a really good talent. Plus, that attack range cannot be denied. Once again, just continuing to solidify the fact that she is the queen of poke. As far as other talents that we could have taken, now let's given a hypothetical situation, if we would have gone against like a Rainer and like a Butcher or something like that, like if you're going against a lot of auto attack heroes, I like to go the blind build because it not only keeps you alive, but it keeps your team alive. And honestly, Cassia is a hard counter to the Butcher if you go the blind build. So what you do is at level 1, you take Seraph's Hymn. And what this does, it reduces the cooldown of your blind and the mana cost, plus your basic attacks do 100% more damage from enemies that are blinded. Level 4, Inner Light is one of the best talents to counteract the Butcher. That talent alone will keep you alive for almost the entire game. What that does is when the Butcher charges you, which he will inevitably do, it is going to automatically cast your blind on you, therefore making all the damage that the Butcher was going to do right after that nullified. So it's more of a defensive counter, but what happens is you get charged or you get stunned or whatever the case may be, you emit this blind on you, so the Butcher can't heal off you, he can't do any damage to you. Then you blind him again with your W ability. And if the Butcher can stand next to you for that entire time being blinded twice, you deserve to die. Because by that point, you should either your team should have either gotten the kill or you should have gotten out of dodge. And then at level 7, a lot of times you can take War Traveler if you're really worried about getting picked off in situations like that, which it gives you more movement speed. War Traveler is also really good against a Tracer, because Tracer is going to hit you with so many like getting you basic attacks is what she's going to use, primarily on you. So you're going to get that movement speed buff. The big thing you got to watch out though if you use this is that as soon as you use an ability, you lose that movement speed increase. So if you try to fight back right then, this is definitely a GTFO, not a GTFO / peel or poke kind of thing, trying to get away. At level 10, like we discussed, the Ball Lightning versus Valkyrie really kind of depends on the match that you're going against. I tend to take Valkyrie more. However, I have seen it, especially recently. I don't know what happened, but it seems like the pull on it, for whatever reason, they're getting stopped by like terrain that isn't there, which kind of sucks. But Ball Lightning is also really good damage, especially once you get to level 20. At level 13, I typically always take Lightning Fury slows, but you can do, I've done Lunging Strike before. It adds more to your fend and gives you more of an area, which can be really, really nice. Level 16, this was another one where there's kind of several choices that you could take. So Martial Law. So if the enemy is stunned, rooted, or slowed, which remember we would have taken the slow on our Q, makes them take additional 3% damage, 3% of their heroes at maximum health as damage by doing basic attacks. So if you're going against like some high HP targets, and this is the reason we didn't take it, is because the targets we were going against were honestly, they weren't all crazy high HP. I don't even think there was another warrior on the other team. However, that's where that talent gets its maximum value from. And then at level 20, if you took Ball Lightning bounces indefinitely is ridiculous. It is so ridiculously good because people just tend to bounce together. It's kind of like Kael'thas's dot ability that blows up or whatever. I can't remember his W skill, but it's like that, but better because it goes indefinitely. So with that, guys, that is Cassia. She's super fun, especially in the right circumstances where you can do a lot of poking. She has her place. Like I said, if you're doing like a draft or something, enemy drafts butcher, Cassia is an awesome counter to it. And because you're going to be able to give your team a lot of damage and get those blinds in. So with that being said, guys, that is all for today's lesson, and we will see you guys all next time.